Okay, so welcome to another esports league with PGL F1 esports league. So today we're the Sunday league and it's for the United States Grand Prix. So it should be a great race. We already started with qualifying 180 minutes counting down, and we got a few drivers heading on track. So we're gonna see a few lap times getting posted pretty shortly in just about a few minutes. So let's see how drivers are handling the track. It does look a bit cloudy for qualifying one right now. Not sure this, how the weather is going to be for the rest of the weekend for qualifying before we get to the race. So we're going to have a look at that in a bit. Alright, so we got a few hot laps happening right now. We should be seeing some lap times posted pretty shortly. With 17 drivers in, I think it should be a pretty good qualifying, getting all the way down to qualifying 3. So we're going to see how competitive the lap times are going to be as we do proceed through the session. As we're still on with Tang here, he's still going through, I think, Sector 2 currently, trying to head into Sector 3 pretty shortly. So we should see a lap time pretty soon. Not sure if, I think, nope, I think he might be the first to set a lap time. I'm not sure as yet, but we'll have a look at that in just a second. Alright, so we got Ice Stream taking provisional pole for the moment. Oh, Tang takes it now with a 130.3. Ice Stream stands at 132.6. We got Brogarella with 132.9 there as well. MX with a 133.1 currently. Quite sure everyone's going to try and improve upon their time as we continue through qualifying one here. With just about 13.5 minutes to go. Still a lot of time for drivers to get some time in. We only have just about 4 drivers with lap time so far. Everyone else, I think, is currently trying to run and get a time. We got Jay Prentice at 131.7. Not too bad from him so far. Let's see who else is currently running here. I think Vintage might be on a hot lap here at the moment going. We're just going to keep an eye and see what exactly he's up to here right now. Oh, we got Walker going in P2 for now with a 131. That should hold him there for the moment, but I think the best possible that gap to get in is going to be the 130s here. But I think a 131 should be able to take you over to qualifying 2. We'll have a look at that and see by the time we get at least maybe 6 minutes remaining, we'll see how many cars have posted lap times here. As vintage time is a 134, not well enough to keep it up there, so we'll have to try for a better time. One of the weirdest viewers I've seen before. We got Tichy right now. I don't think he's on a hot lap as yet. He's invalidated the current lap he was running. We got DT Bevs right now. He's invalidated his lap as well. We got Crew Steamers here. Let's see what he is up to. Seems to be running a pretty good lap going. Pro seems to be on a pretty good lap. Maybe might finish maybe in the 132s possibly if he's lucky here. We'll keep an eye on him as he goes around to see what he's going to be doing here. Tank still holds the provisional pole position in P1 with a 130 for this session, at least for now. Got Kohi getting out on track there right now on his out lap. We got Scooby still in the pits. I got Maddie and DT Bev still in the pits there as well. And Nosely said you have to get out there as well and make any potential lap time here that would possibly be good for them, just to keep them out of disqualification from qualifying 2. Still got quite a lot of time to go, just over 11 minutes. Not a too good of a time. 132.4. Might be able to keep him there for now, but I think he's going to need a better time to keep himself from getting eliminated from qualifying 2 here. And we got Cody just begun his hot lap here right now. So difficult through this first turn, getting uphill and just not able to see exactly where you're turning to. You gotta just really know that turn so well. And then just getting through the S section. Always difficult to chain these corners without actually invalidating a lap, which is where a lot of drivers tend to have that happen. So everyone doing so far. That seems to be a purple sector 1 from Cody there. So seems to be on for a pretty good lap. If he can keep that going through to sectors 2 and 3, might be able to take one of the top 3 spots for the moment here. MX pushes himself up into P3 to 131.6 there. Pretty good lap from him. Oh, we got Maddie going with a 132.2. He's in 8th right now. Ice Cream in 7th now with a 132. So a lot of 131s to 132s. So we're gonna see if we can get some more 130s posted up here. As that I think was a purple sector 2 there from Corey there. So he should be getting a pretty good lap. Bro Gorilla is out of the session and only made a 132.9. Not sure that's actually gonna put him there, because I'm not sure if he make it back to the pits before the end of that lap. Let's see where Cole goes. Oh, he goes faster so far in the session with a 130.331. Just a few thousand better than Tank's time. So pretty impressive for that time there, and it's pretty competitive for the 130 so far. Definitely should be able to take him straight into qualifying 2 there. And we got Origin. Let's see what he's up to. He just begun his lap here. We're gonna follow him around for just a bit to see how well of a lap time he can actually make him to keep himself into the next session. We got Scooby there on a hot lap as well as DT Bev, so we're gonna just keep an eye on everyone to see what sort of time. We just got Origin just doing a purple sector 1. Let's see if he's able to keep that going through sectors 2 and 3 here as well. I'll take it if he does a purple sector 2. It definitely should put him in the top 5, even if he does mess up that sector 3, just maybe a little bit. Camera angle does show all the vibration coming off of that car, and we're getting to the end of sector 2 after this chicane here. So let's see if he does get a purple sector 2 or not. And he does get the purple sector 2, so he's on for an extremely good lap. If he does keep this going through sector 3, he could take away pole position, well, for the session at least. And Tangas took it back with a 130.067, just about 3/10 better than Kohi's time. So pretty impressive time from him. And Tichy goes up into P4 between Walker and MX now with a 131.4. Just about, and DTBF goes 5th now, pushing MX way down. Origins goes P3, pushing everyone else down there now. 130.9 puts him in P3 for now. So a pretty impressive lap time from him. I got Matty Rob still running out here. Let's see if he's on a hot lap right now. I don't think he is. Just gonna follow this car for just a bit. He might actually be on a hot lap here at the moment. trying to make a time. We got Nosley in the pits right now. He's still yet to make any possible lap time here. So Tang still holds current P1. Let's see if he can keep it all the way to the end of the session. Oh, and that's a purple sector 2 from Matty Robb there. He's on for a pretty good lap. I'm not sure if he had a purple sector 1 and 1 or not. I actually didn't pay attention to that. But let's see how he does finish this lap and if he can put himself at least maybe into the top 5 here. Seems Tang has been disconnected from the session there. Hopefully for his sake he does get back on. And that puts Matty Robb P12, 132.4. Not too bad, I would say, but not too safe of a zone to actually be in here right now. Got Matty UTM here. He's on an outlap right now in his Haas. He's currently in 11th, running. He's about to begin another hot lap here. Might be the only driver currently on a hot lap, so let's see how he finish this lap. Seems to be on a pretty fast lap. Let's see how he ends off with sector 1 though. Oh, and he invalidates going through the S's, so not too good on his end. Ice Cream is out of the session here. We got Crew is he's invalidated the current lap he's on here. Got Vintage on another out lap right now. I think Walker might be on a hot lap here going. Yep, he is. Let's see if he can get a better time than the 131. Put himself into the 130s and maybe get either P1, 2, or 3 here. He does have a pretty impressive lap time to just keep him in the session going on to Q2. But I guess he's just trying for a better time maybe here. But we're just gonna have a look at that. Let's go on board with him and see what he's up to exactly here right now. Might be trying to just get a better time just to show these guys how fast he is. Oh, and he does invalidate that lap time, so that's going to be out for him. And he has about 4.5 minutes left in his session. Not a lot of time now for our drivers to try and get a lap time in here. Yeah, Corey on an out lap right now. He's probably going to be trying another hot lap to see if he can beat Tang's time. He does not get a purple sector 1, so not better than Prix. Oh, when he does invalidate, so that's going to be it for him. I don't think he has enough time to get another lap in on a new set of tires. He might have to do it on the same set of tires if he wants to try this again. Of course, this is just qualifying 1. He is definitely going through to qualifying 2 here, so no point really trying to push it too much. And we got Vintage, he invalidated his lap time there again. Not sure if he's going to give that another go. Let's see if he does go into the pits or not. It doesn't seem like he's going into the pits. He's going to give it another go here. Most of the drivers are now retiring from the session as they're quite happy with their lap times, I would assume. We can just see how uphill this first turn is. Okay, so just one driver there without any lap time in the session. Tang still holds it for P1 for the time being, Koi in P2, Origin in P3, and Walker in P4 at the moment. Let's see if everything does stay the same, as most drivers are already retired from the session, which means it probably will by the time we get to qualifying 2 here, which should be in about a minute's time, as we're coming down to the end of this session here now. Now guys, so there we have the results for qualifying 1. We got Tango going P1, Koi in P2, Origins P3, we got Walker in P4, Teichi P5, Madrup takes P6, DTBS in 7, MX in 8, J Prentice in 9, we got Mikey 10, Ice Stream is 11, Maddie UTM in 12, we got Scooby in 13, and that's the amount of drivers going over to qualifying 2. Out of that section is going to be Crew in 14, we got Brogarello in 15, 2016, and Nodley in 17. That's going to be it. So let's head on straight into qualifying 2, and let's see how competitive our lap times are going to be there, as they're pretty close together here. So I think it's all set for a pretty interesting race. Alright guys, so that's the start of qualifying 2. We got 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes actually left of the session already, as we've just begun it. So let's get a few things on screen. We should see cars getting out here very shortly, starting to make some lap times. Of course, remember guys, qualifying 2 is the one of the most important one. It's actually where drivers will have to start the race on the tires they do the fastest lap on. That is provided, however, they make it on to qualifying 3. Everyone else, 11 downwards, can just have a free choice of tires. That is provided if it is a dry race. And if it's wet, well, then it's free choice for everyone. Not sure what that session is going to be like when we get to the race session, if we have any rain coming on, especially for the start of it. Not sure as yet. So let's get on track and let's see who's running. We got Ice Cream, who seems to be the first driver to get out on track. And let's see who's going to be first to post a lap time in here, as with 13 drivers in, should be quite an interesting qualifying too. So 1:30 was the best possible time we saw in our previous qualifying session there. Let's see how close everyone is going to get to a 1:29 here in qualifying 2 at so we got Ice Stream in with a 1:32.3. Of course, we know the fastest lap was a 1:30 in the previous session, so we want to see how close these guys get to that here. Of course, they're going to be doing it on some different tires. So some of these guys are going to be on medium, some are going to be on the softs. So let's see how our lap times do add up down at the end here. Let's follow on with someone else. Oh, we got Maddie UTM just did a 1:32.7, 4/10 worse than what Ice Cream did. We got Tango running here right now. Let's see what he's gonna be doing. Alright, so Kohi goes 131.8, Tango goes 131.3, 5/10 better, so holds provisional pole for the moment for qualifying 2. We got Mikey with a 132.1, Not too bad of a time, but I think a 131 definitely holds you straight into qualifying three. Let's see who else is currently running. We got MX is still in the pits. We got DTBS running here. He's invalidated that lap. Let's see what Jay Prentice is up to. Oh, we got Origins going 132.6, puts him in fifth for now at least. We still have quite a few drivers yet to make some lap times in. Just under 10 minutes, actually 9.5 minutes left in the session here now. And there we go, Jay Prentice goes in P4 with a 132.3. We got MX now on an outlap. We got Walker on an outlap. Let's see, anyone else currently running on a hot lap here? I don't think so. Oh, and Walker seems to have just begun his hot lap, so let's see what he's up to as he goes uphill into turn 1 here now. Oh, and that is his car into the wall, losing the rear, and I think that's the entire front wing gone. He's definitely going to have to get it back in the pits, repair that damage, and then get out again. You got MX, he's invalidated, oh sorry, he didn't invalidate anything, he's just still on his outlap, so it doesn't matter if he invalidates that. Still in sector 2 running, so you're going to have to wait just a bit for him to get started on his hot lap here and see what the Ferrari driver can do here. And this is, of course, home race for MX, so would expect a good result off of him here. Should be on the podium at some point. I think his team might expect that at least by the end of the race. Let's see, he's getting started with his hot lap right now, going straight up the hill into turn 1. Let's see how his lap goes in terms of sector 1. At least if he can get a proper sector, it'll be pretty good for him here. Seems to chain those corners pretty well, actually. Tango still holds P1 at the moment. And we got Scooby, Tichy, and Matty Rob all on hot laps at the moment. So let's see what sort of time they're going to be bringing in as Walker's gone back into the pits to fix his car up from the damage he just took just getting the entire front wing wrecked on that car. DTBF is on his out lap right now. So we're going to see what lap time he's going to be putting in pretty soon. And 133 for MX, putting him in 8th. That's the worst time on the leaderboard at the moment, so that's not going to cut it. Especially for a Ferrari driver here, he's going to have to impress us in some other way or the other, especially in the race if that's going to be his qualifying time here. And I'm not sure if that's going to be able to get him into the next session here. See, we got Tichy, he's invalidated his lap. We got Matty Rob running. Let's see what sort of lap time he is going to be bringing in here. Gonna watch him as he does finish his lap, going through sector 3. One more corner to just go, and onto the pit straight and straight across the line. Let's see where he goes on the board. Goes a 132.6, putting him in 6th for the moment. Not too bad of a time actually. So let's see where it does look like MX is on another lap going here. Let's see if he's gonna be improving his time or not. Of course, he is doing this on mediums as well, so a little harder to get way faster time in. We don't have the tires on, so we don't know what tires everyone is currently running unless we're actually seeing the car. So we'll see what tire they qualified to start the race on down at the end of this session. We got just under 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, and DTBF goes 131.2, takes Tango's time out. Not too bad from him. I think Tang has retired from the session, or if he crashed out, I'm not even sure as yet. And MX not really getting anywhere up there as yet. Let's switch it on over to Tichy there now, and let's see what sort of lap time he's going to be bringing in. As he's just entered Sector 3 and just did a purple Sector 2, so seems to be on for a pretty good lap. And goes P8 for now with a 132.5, just about 3.5 minutes left in the session now. Walker is still the only car left here to yet make a lap time. He's on a hot lap here right now, and just did a purple Sector 1, so doing pretty well. Just needs to finish his lap, and let's see what sort of time he's going to be getting in. So as it stands for qualifying 2, we got DTBF is holding P1, Tango in P2, Koi in P3, Ice Cream P4, Mikey is currently 5th, Scooby in 6th, Jay Prentice 7th, Tichy in 8th, Matty Rob in 9th, we got Origin in 10th, MX in 11th right now. He's going to get hit out of qualifying 3 with that sort of lap time. Matty UTM in T12, and Walker there currently in 13th because he hasn't made a time as yet. Of course, he's about to go into Sector 3, and let's see how his Sector 2 time was. Des did a purple Sector 2 there, so he's on for a pretty good lap. If he does finish strong in Sector 3, definitely might be taking BTBFs off the provisional pole for qualifying 2. I do reckon he's probably going to get it right into the 131s here if he does finish well, as he does seem to be doing right now. Seems to be going pretty well in Sector 3. Just one more chicane left to go and onto the pit straight. Let's see what he gets across the line. And goes P3 with a 131.358, so not a bad time at all. Just maybe a 1/10 more, and he could have taken away pole position for the qualifying 2 session. But not bad at all with just 2 minutes remaining here now. We got Matty UTM getting back out on track there right now. Let's see who else down at the bottom is getting out. We got Origin going. He might be trying for another lap, I'm not sure as yet. As we got, let's follow it. Oh, Mikey just took away fastest lap, 131.1. 1/10 better than DTBF's time, so not too bad. Mercedes taking P1 for now. Now we got Matty UTM running here. Let's see what sort of time he's going to be bringing in when he does finish this lap he's on, which might be the last. Oh, Origin now takes it away with a 131.030. Another 1/10 better, I gotta say. Getting it there into P1. Now Mikey now down to P2. DTBF's down to P3. A lot happening down to the end of qualifying 2 here. MX on another outlap right now. Let's see if he can get across the line in time. And where is he? He's running Sectors 1 still. But hopefully he can get across the line in time to make another lap time here. Not sure if he's going to be able to get it. Let's just follow along and see what's going to happen in that occasion. I think he did try to go in and get out on a new set of tires probably here. And that was close. I can't even tell if he's being allowed to finish this lap right now, because he just crossed the line with Jesse Connor getting down. Just getting my eyes back on screen, so that was actually pretty close. I don't think he's going to be able to make a lap time there. I'm not sure. He might just still be trying for this here. Seems to be moving pretty fast here though, so let's see how this plays out. But I don't think he's been able to finish this lap. I don't think he made it across in time. That's going to be it, I think, there for qualifying, guys. Jay Prentice might be on a lap here, and maybe Ice Stream as well. I think Ice Stream might be on a lap. Let's just have a look at him here. Now he's invalidated whatever he's doing there. So I think that's going to be it just about the counting, just counting on last 2 minutes on qualifying 2 here. Alright guys, and that is it for qualifying 2 for the United States Grand Prix. We got Origins taking P1, Jay Prentice in P2, Mikey P3, and DT Bears P4. Of course, all of this done on soft tires. We got Tango in P5, did it on mediums. Walker 6, Corey 7, did it on mediums. Ice Stream is 8, Scooby 9, and Tichy in 10 there. Making it over to qualifying 3. Out of qualifying 3 is going to be Maddie Robb in 11, MX starting in 12, and Maddie UTM starting in 13. So guys, that is it for qualifying 2. We are now heading straight into qualifying 3, which is where everyone's going to be pushing as hard as they can to get the best possible starting position here. Guys, start of qualifying 3, only 10 drivers in it, only 12 minutes and already counting down. So let's get on track with some of these drivers who are going to get out very shortly here and see how this session is about to play out. And as usual, we got Ice Stream heading out on track already. We'll probably follow with Tichy on his out lap and see what kind of time he'll be bringing in when he does get started on his hot lap here. Already got Origins, DTBS Walker already out as well. And let's see, we got Corey Scooby and Jay Prentice. And Mike getting yet to get out of the pits. Quite sure to be getting up pretty shortly, as the session is not as long as you would expect it to be. Just 12 minutes, so not a lot of time to get the best qualifying lap time in for the perfect start here, because who does not want to start on pole position on the front row here? Okay, sorry about that disconnection. Alright, so let's see what we got. Ice Cream with a 132.3 here so far. Not too bad. We do expect maybe a 131, but actually pretty close to 131, so not bad at all. Let's see where Walker goes. 139. Not the best lap for him, but I'm quite sure he's going to improve upon that very shortly here. And there we go, Tang with a 130.066. It's going to be pretty hard to beat here, but I'm quite sure some of these drivers actually can get that done. Let's go down to some of the other drivers currently driving here. We got Corey going. Oh, he's invalidated his lap time. Bev's invalidated, and Jay Prentice doing a proper sector 2 right now. So on for a pretty good lap. We're going to keep on board with him and see how he finishes his lap. Seems to be moving pretty fast so far. Alright, let's see where Jay Prentice goes. And it's P3 to 131.5. Not a bad starting position for him. Of course, still 7 minutes left in the session, so a lot still can happen going right down to the end here. Let's switch on back to someone else who's possibly going to be doing a pretty impressive lap here. So let's see what's happening. We got Tichy on an out lap right now, so we're gonna just follow on board with him. Let's get on the overhead cam for now at least, and see when he does get started with his lap how well he's gonna be doing on that. Okay, so Tichy should be getting started with his lap pretty shortly. We're going to see what sort of time he's going to make. We already got Scooby on an out lap as well running, and we got Mike and DT Bears back into the pits. Corey's yet to make a lap time. Japan is went fourth, and let's see, no one else making a lap time as yet, but a 130.4 from Walker puts him up into P2, so that's going to be a pretty good start if he does start on the front row just behind Tango there. Not bad at all for him, but let's see if he can actually keep P2 with everyone else still. Have at least 5 drivers more still yet to make some lap times in here. Okay, so we got a purple sector 1 so far from Tichy there. Let's see if we can carry that through to sector 2 and make an even better time than Tango there. That probably would put us, if we're lucky, straight into a 129 if he can actually pull that off. So he's heading down the straight of sector 2 there now. That's a DRS zone there as well. And getting through to the next chicane will put him through to sector 3 just after that. And let's see what sort of, let's see if it's going to be purple or not here. I'm not sure. No, he didn't do a purple sector 2, so not the best lap at the moment, but still should be a pretty good lap. Let's see if he can actually finish sector 3, maybe get a purple sector 3 and actually still properly push maybe Walker or Origin down. Alright, so that's Stitchy with a 130.8, so he goes into P3. Let's see, we got Scooby currently doing a lap there, I think. So let's follow with him. Oh, he's invalidated that lap. He's going to have to try that again. I'm going to get on board with Mikey there right now. And let's see, he's on an out lap at the moment. Still going through sector 1. Sector 2, sorry. So he's yet to get started on this lap, and we're going to see what kind of time he's going to be making. We got just about 3 minutes remaining in the session right now for qualifying 3 before we do get straight into our race start. I think we do have the formation lap on. Alright, so we got Mikey running his hot lap. Let's see where he's going to finish. That's purple sector 1 so far. So not bad at all for sector 1. Maybe sector 1 for some drivers does seem to be a bit easy for them to get that purple sector 1. Let's see if he can carry this through for purple sector 2. If he does do a purple sector 2, it will be pretty interesting. Means that he is on for a pretty good lap here. Alright, so no purple sector 2, but I think it still should be a pretty good time. Alright, so now we have Corey doing a purple sector 1 in a racing point. Let's see how his lap does finish though. So far, let's see where if I missed anything. And the timer is just running out now. We got Tango in P1. Currently holds P1 for the start of this race with a 130.066. Walker in second, 130.4. Tichy in third, currently with a 130.8. Oh, and Mikey takes away P3 now with a 130.863, a few times better. About 2,000 better than Tichy's time. So Tichy now goes on to P4. Origin in P5, 131. We got Jay Prentice in 6 at 131.5. Ice Cream 7, 131.6. Got Kohi, Scooby, and DTBFs yet to make any lap time here. And Scooby's time is out. He's not going to be able to make it. And there goes Kohi. He's invalidated his lap. No more chances left for him. I think it's just DT Bears. Any sort of lap time here will put him up straight into 8th for the start of this race. That's all he needs to do here now. I think Tango just made a new fastest lap time there. We're going to have a look at that as we get here. Oh, DTBS went into third. with that final lap he just did there. So that's going to change things up a bit. Let's see what our starting grid is for top 10. So it's Tango starting on P1. Walk on the front row with him in P2. DTBF takes P3. Origins goes P4 for the second grid. And Jay Prentice P5. Mikey P6. Stitchy in 7. Ice Stream in 8. Coey 9th. And Scooby goes 10. So both Racing Point, 9th and 10. Not too bad for them. Hopefully they can keep it in the points going all the way to the end of this race. So should be quite an interesting race for the United States Grand Prix, starting in just about under 2 minutes here. Okay, so everyone is currently off on the formation app, and we have a few drivers joining us. We got Beefy joining the session, and Joel there as well, taking us up now to 19. So it's going to be quite interesting for the start. Just one driver short of a full grid here. Alright, so everyone is off. Let's see. I did see something a bit strange. I think Tango might be a bit disconnected there. Hopefully he does get back on before the race start. Let's get a few things on screen before we do get to that start. Usually I do have position changes on for the start of the race, but it does seem to be a bit cluttered on the screen, so I try to keep all of that stuff off. But yeah, we're just gonna leave that there for now. If we do end up having a safety car at some point in the race, we'll probably have a look and see how positions have changed by then. But for the time being, we're just gonna keep it here and just try to keep the screen as clear as possible, just keeping the leaderboard there. Hopefully it doesn't get mixed up on the start again, as we're just gonna want to have a look at how a few guys are going to be changing positions. If we do have any major incidents at the start is what we're going to keep our eyes on. Turn 1, I do expect a few drivers are going to go wide going up that hill, and some drivers might try to cut it on the inside and maybe end up getting a penalty or just causing some damage, or maybe a minor incident or a few spins. We're going to see how it goes, as we have a grid going through sector 3 at the moment here. I don't know if Tango has gotten back on as yet, because he seems to be disconnected from his car here still. We're going to have a look at that if we get to the start. It is just a little bit of a run getting down up into turn 1, I should say. So he does not want to be disconnected for this, definitely, because he could be losing a lot of positions, especially starting on pole here. You don't want to be disconnected on a race start, but it does tend to happen still, guys. So hopefully Tango gets back on, as we're about to reform the grid here right now. As we can see, the run straight up into turn 1, and you definitely can see especially where that turn takes you. So very difficult to maneuver through, especially with cars all around you trying to get past. So we're gonna have a look and see how well this goes, as I think everyone is currently in their grid slots and we are ready to go here. Alright, here we go. We should have a better view, hopefully. But why does everyone seem to be disconnected? I'm not even sure at the moment. Hopefully we're not having some, it seems to be some sort of glitch. It already says lap 2 there, which I know it's not, as we're already started. Let's see, both Red Bulls seem to be getting a great start as DTBF tries to get between Tango and Walker there. Few minor touches going through turn 1, nothing too serious as it seems so far. Tango and Walker are still just behind each other going. No position changes between the two of them. Beefy got all the way up to P10 on that start there. Surprisingly for him, not even sure how he did that. Did just fly through as DTBF's running in P3 just behind his teammate Tango there. Walker now up into P1, taking the lead away from Tango. He's now down to P2. He's going to have to try and catch up back. If he can, I'm not sure as yet. As we got MX all the way down at the back, had some sort of incident at the start of this race. We did not get that on screen. Unfortunately, we're going to have a look and see how well he does recover from that incident in this race here. We got Nosely getting it into with Matty UTM. Two of them keep switching positions here. Let's see what's happening down at the back. As we seem to have a few battles happening in the midfield at the moment, as we got Mikey getting past Jay Prentice here right now. The two of them are fighting it out. Mikey up into 5th now, Jay Prentice down into 6th, and they're still going at it here. We got Corey trying to get in on that battle out in front of him as well, as they're going side by side now. And I think Mikey takes it into P5, holds the lead. Oh, and we got Corey getting into the middle of them now. He's now into 6th, pushes Jay Prentice down. Got Walker getting the fastest lap so far, still leading this race. Took the lead away from Tango at the start. And we're having a bit of a mix-up on the leaderboard, so just ignore that for the time being here. Doesn't seem to have fixed itself as yet. It should be sorting itself out pretty shortly there. Alright, so let's see where our closest gap exists right now. We got Tango getting very close to someone there. I think that's might be getting a bit very close with Walker, trying to fight back for the lead of the race there. Was trying to take the inside, not getting a perfect gap to go on as yet. His teammate DTBev's just behind him. Walker's gonna have to be very careful under pressure here right now from Tango, or he might lose just more than the lead of the race if this does not go his way, as penalties are now starting to be handed out down at the back of the grid with Crew. We got Tichy, Scooby all getting a penalty there at the moment. Oh, and we got Tango going in the inside of Walker as we're having a look from DTBF's car down at the back. Tango's trying to take back the lead. Both still going side by side. Through the S's they go. No penalties on both of them, surprisingly here. The front 4 to 5 cars are pretty close. Oh, Origin getting a penalty there. Under a bit of pressure to try and keep up with DTBevs at the moment. So both Red Bulls running currently on the podium. If they can actually finish here, we're going to have a look. 28 laps this race is. We're already in lap 3. Might be a one-stopper for most of these cars. Some of these guys might be doing a two-stop. That is guys who did start on these soft tires. They might have to just run a two-stop, or they could actually still maybe do a one-stop, depending on how they actually decide to play this. As we have Walker and Tango still going at it here. Tango tries to take the lead back of the race now, goes back into P1, pushes Walker down. Walker takes the inside. Both still going side by side. And Walker gets out of that one in front. Ooh, and we got DTBFs losing out a position to Origins there and now getting it back. We got Tango has some sort of problem. He might be disconnected from his car again. Doesn't have any damage. He is disconnected. Not sure what happened there. Now DTBF is just under a second behind Walker. He's going to have to continue the work his teammate was doing. His teammate is now down all the way to 7. Might just be disconnected from his car. His AI doesn't seem to be driving as well as he normally would. So we got Origins chasing down DTBF for a second now. DTBF is chasing down Walker, trying to get the lead of the race away from him. So quite a feat for him to accomplish right now. Getting very close though to Walker. Let's see if he's going to be able to get this done. Not getting it too perfect through those S's, which is what you actually want to have to happen. You're going to have to try and get it as perfect as possible to try and keep up with the car in front of you and actually gain some time. Alright, so we got DTBF challenging Walker now. Walker trying to keep the lead of the race. Origin trying to get in between the two of them. Not able to get it down as yet. Origin is right on the tail of DTBF's Red Bull right now. As Tango has fallen down all the way to 13. Not sure what's happened to his car, or if he's going to be able to recover from this. MX now back into 17th at the moment. He's trying to recover from his horrible start that he had. Minor incidents at the start of the race. We got Mikey now with a penalty as well, as he's trying to get in on this battle as well. So is Corey there in P5. J Print is out of a second behind them. We got Mikey getting very close to oh, and he comes alongside, goes past Origins, has some minor contact with the Renault. And we got Corey trying to get past Origin now. I think these battles might just continue all the way down to the pit stop rotation we're going to have coming up pretty shortly, I would say, for some of these drivers, as hard as they are pushing on these tires right now. Walker still now leading the race. Still DTBF is under a second behind him, so he is in that DRS range and able to use that to his advantage. Of course, getting past Walker is not going to be as easy as you would expect. Tango, I'm not sure what's happened to him. He's trying to work his way back up the field, I think there. Not sure if he's been connected back to his car. We're going to have a look at him in just a bit. Actually, just see what's happened to Cruz here, as he's trying to get past Ice Stream right now. Oh, Tango is fighting. He's back connected to his car. He's fighting it with Tichy. Back up into 11th now. He's going to fight his way back out to the front of the grid and try to reclaim the lead of the race here. See what's happening out front here again with these guys. We still got DTBS chasing down Walker without any penalties, either of them here. Oh, and Origin gets another 3-second penalty there added to his time. That's not going to serve him too well. We got Corey getting very close to Origin right now, going through Sector 1, about to get through the S's. Let's see who handles this part of the track even better. You seem to be on an even playing field, getting through those S's there. Oh, and Corey tries to take a better exit off of the final S chicane and get a go on Origin, but doesn't get it done. Not enough of a gap to go on there. And we got Beefy getting very close to Cruz there as well. He's chasing him down. Of course, Tango coming behind him. So this is going to be an interesting battle between Cruz, Beefy, and Tango. All for P8 here. And Corey gets past Origins there, I think. Takes away P3 now. Origin down to P4. So battles all the way up and down this track right now. We still got Beefy running P9. Started all the way down at the back of the grid. So this battle here starts off with Ice Stream running in the McLaren out front. Then we got Cruz running in the Alfa Romeo, Beefy in the Renault, and we got Tango in the Red Bull trying to get past Beefy there now, going on the outside, taking the long way around, and seems to have a better straight line speed to get it done. Does get past up into P10, sorry, P9 that is, puts Beefy down to P10 there now. He is trying to work his way back out to the front of the grid where he did lose out because of getting disconnected from his car, as we got Cruz and Ice going at it here right now. Ice trying to get past Cruz now, getting back into P7. He does get it done, and they're still going a bit side by side. Might have some minor contact going through the S's here. And I think Cruz holds it in P7 for now, as we got Coey getting very close to DTBFs out front, who's lost some time to Walker in P1. So it's about half a second actually between DTBFs and Coey there right now. Got Tango getting very close to Ice Cream, about to go side by side with him. Tango working his way back up the field. He might try to get Cruz on this occasion, and he does go on alongside, taking the inside on Cruz. Gets 2 position up into P7 now, and that is him working his way back up. Already up into 7. He was all the way down into 11th or 12th. So good drive from him so far, getting all these overtakes done in a very short amount of time. Beefy working his way up as well. He's up into 8 right now. He was in 10th as someone did go past him. So he's trying to follow along. And we got Cruz and Ice Stream. Someone was going a bit wide for a second. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, and we got Tango into the pits right now. Let's see what sort of tires he's going to choose to go on. I'm opting he's going on to the hards here right now, and I'm going to go all the way to the S. He's going all the way to the end on those, and has to change his front wing. Definitely took some damage from contact somewhere, so he's going to be a little bit down the field than expected. Beefy now up into P7 because of this, trying to work his way up. He has about 7 seconds to gain to get up to Nosley and Jay Prentice there, who's running 5th and 6th right now. So, and already down to 6.9 seconds, so he's gaining a 10th every few seconds here, which is going to be helpful for him if he can actually catch up right now. So we got Nosley running a Ferrari in P6, and his teammate, let's see where his teammate is, down in P16 right now. Had a horrible start of this race here. Trying to work his way back up. He's now behind Tango, who's currently running 15. Let's get all the way back up here and see what's happening. We got Cruz and Tichy very close to each other here right now. These two might have a potential battle going on, with Maddie UTM getting a 3-second penalty there now. Oh, and Nosley and we got position changing out front. Oh, we got pit stops happening out front. Getting back down to the back. Where were we? We were following with Cruz. He's up to 1.2 seconds behind Tichy now, losing some time. Got Nosley very close to Origin. We're going to follow along with him as he goes through right now. MX with a 3-second penalty there. Definitely going to want to watch those penalties. Definitely should be frustrated though after a horrible start like that. So we got just about 19 laps remaining to go here at the US Grand Prix. Pretty interesting race has been so far. Tango getting back up into P14 now. He did come out I think in P15 after that pit stop. So it's one and only pit stop. Did a wing change. Cost him some time, but probably going to be worth it if he can be able to work his way back up the field as fast as he was before, but of course avoiding damage on this occasion, as we have Nosley chasing down Origin right now, who's running P4. DTBF is now in P3. Coley takes away P2 from him, and Walker is still leading this race. He did, however, start in P2, so gaining 1 position up so far. He's going to have to do his pit stop at some point in the race. We're going to have a look at when he does do that. Of course, he's going to be dependent on what the cars behind him as well. He's going to be keeping an eye on who's behind him and when they do decide to pit as well. As we got Nosley still chasing down Origins right now. Beefy coming up there in P6, 7.6 seconds behind. He's trying to work his way up the field right now. He's going to have a lot of time to gain, of course, to catch up to these two and get into that battle. We get DTBFs now into the pits. That's going to put probably going to put Beefy up into P5. Yep, does get up into P5 there now. Of course, he does have to do a pit stop as well, so we're going to wait until all of this has to happen. And have a look at how that's. Oh, Cruz got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane there. So easy to do that if you're not careful on your entry. And Walker there now with a 3-second time penalty. So he has one penalty that's definitely going to affect him in this race. He's going to have to be very careful about who's going to be behind him on the final few finishing laps of the race and how close he's going to have to actually let them be to him. So just a few drivers now actually without any penalties there, as we see a lot of drivers currently have penalties. And Coy getting very close to Walker's corner. Walker might be under a lot of pressure from him. And we got Nosley and Origin going side by side. Nosley goes up into P3, Origin down into P4. Not sure if he's going to be able to get this back. He might be trying for an inside move. Let's see if he's able to get this done or not. At the moment, it doesn't seem like he will. I think these tires are starting to give, especially whose cars who are running on these soft tires right now. They're going to have to really think about taking a pit stop at some sort of point here. We got Cruz getting very close to someone, getting past, going up into P15 right now. Scooby down to P16 now, and we got MX just in front of him at 1.3 seconds. Let's see if he's able to get past MX here or not. Oh, there's a purple sector too, so he's doing a pretty good lap time. Seems at the moment there. Oh, Joel gets a 3-second penalty as Cruz gets a little bit wide off that chicane, so not too good in terms of him trying to catch up to MX here. Let's see if he's gaining some time or not. It was about 1.2, 1.3 seconds, which is still where it is. We got Cody chasing now Walker out front. He's under a second, trying to get it under half a second right now, if possible at all. Let's follow back out front and see what's happening with Walker and Coy here, if they're actually going to be having a battle happen or not. We're not sure as yet. Coy is trying to chase him down. Of course, he has done a good job leading so far, but Coy has a penalty now as well. Nosey now, without any penalties, if he can keep this going, he might be able to have a pretty good race finish here without that penalty, I would say, because that penalty is really going to put these guys on. Beefy up to P5 at the moment, has no penalties. Jay Prentice in 7, no penalties. DT Bevs in 9th, no penalties. And Tango running 12, did start the race on pole position, had a bit of a mishap, disconnection, and got all the way down. Did take an early pit stop, had a wing change, and is currently running P12, waiting for guys in front of him to make a pit stop so he can move a few positions more up, and he's definitely going to be fighting his way through the field to get up back there. We got Cruz getting very close to MX right now. That might be a move happening there. Let's have a look down at what's happening down the back between Alfa Romeo and Ferrari as MX has the inside. Let's see who gets by here. As MX is trying to hold it out into P14, not allowing Cruz to go by. As he now goes into the pits and Cruz moves up into P14. And let's get her back out in front and see what's happening between Cohy and Walker, if that battle has changed in any way or not, which it doesn't seem to have been. It's just the same thing going at the moment. And Cohy braking just behind the rear of Walker. It was possible for him to take it on the inside there, but I guess he just didn't want to take the chance with it and be too reckless with his driving. Ooh, Walker might have had a bit of a mishap there. Of course, these guys are running on the medium tires here, so a little bit more longer time to stay out on track before taking a pit stop. I'm quite sure they're going to be doing that as we're about. Oh, there we go. We have Coy into the pits now. Walker continues to lead the race. Oh, we got Nosley into the pits as well. Beefy is going to be moving up a few positions here now. Of course, he still does have to do that pit stop, and he's running on medium, so quite interesting of a strategy play on him here. Let's see when he does choose the pit. So he's now running behind Walker, of course, 13 seconds, 13.7 seconds behind. We got Cruz with the fastest lap so far, 134.3. Beefy there now 14 seconds behind Walker. Walker still leads, still has the pit, so does Beefy there. So let's go on to pit stops here now. So we got Walker and Beefy yet to pit. We got Tichy yet to do a pit stop. So does Matty Rob and Joel there yet to do any sort of pit stops. Let's see how that affects them when they do get into the pits and get out back. Walker there with 13.7 seconds. He's losing time to Beefy as it seems. Beefy is now 13.6 seconds behind and still catching up. Let's get on down to Jay Prentice, who is currently running P4 just behind Cody here now, half a second behind. He's trying to catch up to try and get a podium position up here. Of course, with the two guys out front who still have to pit, we're going to see how that strategy works out for them. Oh, and there goes MX with another penalty, running in 16th right now, not having a good race at the US Grand Prix here today. Oh, and Kohi gets a 3-second penalty there. Another 3-second penalty added. We still have Beefy yet to get any penalties here. Nosley and Matty Rob are now switching positions. Still following along with Jay Prentice as he's chasing down Kohi. Of course, these penalties are really what going to determine what's going to happen here. With Jay Prentice not having a penalty. Oh, now he does have a penalty. As we're saying it, he just gets a penalty now. Of course, I think Kohi has more penalties than him, so that's definitely going to affect how this plays out here. As Walker is trying to keep a constant gap between himself and Beefy out front. Of course, both of them still have to pit, so we're going to have to look at that as it happens. Tango getting past Joel there now, up into P11 he is. Let's see if Joel can be able to get him back. No, he's already losing time to Tango. Tango gaining so much time right now in P11, trying to get back into the top 10 for points and work his way back up. We're at the halfway point of this race right now, lap 14 of 28. And let's see, Tango now getting just behind Mikey here in P10. So definitely going to be trying for a move on him pretty soon. We got, who else? We got Nosy there trying to get a move done on DT Bevs. And he's chasing down Ditchy there as well. So a three-way battle going on for P5. Let's have a look at this for just a bit. So it's AlphaTauri, Red Bull, and Ferrari. And let's see how this goes into turn one as Tichy takes it on the inside. And DTBS goes on the outside, tries to go wide with him as we got Nosy coming behind, trying to gain off of these two fighting off with each other. They go side by side into the S's. I think Nosley is trying to look for a gap to go on here. Walker seems to be gaining some time out front at the moment, a few tenths. We got Nosy going side by side with Twitchy trying to get past. He might have gotten up into P6. Yes, he has. Nosy now chases down DT Best for that position there. So following on with DTBS right now as he's still chasing down Nosy. Under a second the gap is between them. He's about to go over a second actually. And we got Origin getting very close to Tichy now. Following him to see what's happening there. And we got Joel getting past, trying to get past Mikey here I would say. He seems to be losing sometimes since we switched to him there for a bit. Going back to Origin here now. He's getting very close, going side by side with Twitchy into turn one. They go. Let's see who comes out this one. Origin has the inside. And Tichy's going to have to go the long way around. Has to settle for P8 at the moment. following with Kohi at the moment as he's chasing down Beefy, who's currently running second. So we still got Walker and Beefy yet to make a pit stop here. So Beefy is now 13.1 seconds behind Kohi. Seems to be now gaining some time, has gained about a second off of Walker's time. Walker is currently in the pits. So let's see how this works out. Let's see what tires he's choosing to go on. Is he going to go on softs? And yes, he is. Push those tires all the way to lap 17. And he's going on soft to the end of the race. Definitely is going to have a lot of pace. Nosely with the fastest lap, 134.3 there now. And Walker gets out of the pits. Let's see where he goes on the board. As I think we have Nosey trying to get around him. Nosey's going to have to settle for P3. So Walker comes back of the pits into P2. And I think Beefy might have made a pit stop there as well. Why he's so much further down the field, I'm not sure as yet. Of course, he was about 13 seconds behind Walker, though, which would kind of explain it. So he's going to have to work his way back to the field. Let's see if he did go on to... He went on to the soft tires as well. So quite a play of strategy on these two guys here. And let's see if Walker and Beefy are going to be battling it out for the win down at the end. Because Beefy might be able to work his way back up the field pretty fast. Of course, he does have a Tango in front of him to deal with now. Now we got Nosey just behind Walker right now. He's trying to chase him down. Nosey on the soft tires there as well. And let's have a look at tires now and see what they're at. Alright, so we got Maddie Rob now in between Tango and Beefy here. So Tango up into P6, started the race in P1, still up high in the points though. But I'm quite sure he's not going to be happy with that time. Oh, and he's getting, Maddie Rob is getting in the pit, sorry. Let's get back out front with Walker there. Let's see how he's doing on catching Kohi. Oh, we got Origins going side by side with, I think, DT Bears right now. Trying to get past, and he goes up into P4. DT Bears down into P5 right now. Let's see if he's able to get back. So both Red Bulls back together. DT Bears in front of Tango, however. Not as it was at the start of the race. So let's see what the Red Bull guys can do here. As they might have to work together for either one of them to get past Origin and get back up there for the fight for at least a podium position here, if they can. We're on lap 18 of 28, 19 now. We got just about 10 laps remaining. Walker with the fastest time right now, 133.3 for Williams there. And he is now past Kohi, getting up into P1. And I think that's going to stick for him for now at least. Let's see if Kohi can come back at him here though. He is still pretty close, just behind the rear of his car. So does have a chance at the moment. Of course, seems to be losing 2/10 already. And Tichy now takes the fastest time, 133.2, not a bad time from him there. And Kohi is losing time to Walker there now, who is now leading the race and is going to continue to try and build a gap up front because he does have that penalty to deal with. Nosley in P3 right now. No penalty for the Ferrari driver here. His teammate, however, not doing so good, but of course has no penalties either at the moment. I think he did have 2 penalties. I'm not sure if he served his 5 seconds already, if he had a 5 second, or maybe he's just not sure because he is in the pits. We're gonna have a look at he gets back out. And Kohi with a 3-second penalty there, that's gonna affect his position here. I'm quite sure our leaderboard is not gonna be as expected down at the end. There's going to be a lot of changes on this leaderboard, a lot of cars moving up, some cars moving down the board, and we're going to see how that plays out in the next 9 to 10 laps. This race is coming to a close very quickly here. Oh, and there goes MX with another penalty there now. So quite a few penalties on his end there right now. He's going to have to be a little bit careful not to get disqualified for getting too many penalties. Of course, because if you do rack them up too much and it reaches a certain amount, you do actually get disqualified from the race for getting too many penalties. So let's see, we got Nosy still trying to catch up right now. DT Bevs trying to catch Origins. Tango down to 9th now. Not sure what's happened to him. Beefy there running in 6th at the moment. Just gonna go on board with DT Bevs and have a look at what's happening on his end. Matty Rob now with the fastest lap, 132.9. Not too bad at all, I would say. Oh, we got Joel, I think, getting very close to someone down at the back there. Let's have a look at what's happening. I think he's trying to get past Ice Cream right now, and we got Mikey trying to get in on this as well. They go side by side. Joel goes up into 11th as Ice Cream now goes down into 12th. And we got Mikey coming just behind Ice Cream right now. He's going to be trying to get past as well. And goes past Ice Cream up into P12. Ice Cream now down into P13. I think one of the McLarens might be disconnected here, or I think he's just running down at the back. Or I think he's probably just a lap down right now, which is why he is in the middle there, because I think that's Broken Gorilla. Let's get on back with Mikey right now, as he is still chasing down Joel to try and get that position back up right now. Joel running 11, Mikey down in 12th. Now we got DTBF still chasing down Origins out front for P4, and it's another 8 seconds after that to try and get a podium position out there. Walker getting a gap of 3.3 seconds off of Corey's time there right now, so I'm not sure how many penalties he has. We know he does have 1 3-second penalty, which he's just eliminated from himself, because he does have a 3.3 second gap. If he's able to finish the race in the next 7 laps just like this, he is going to keep the race win here. Of course, with Nosley there in P3, he stands a chance of getting P2 very easily here, because he does not have a penalty. And Scooby is out of the race. Not sure what's happened. I think he might have retired in the pits, so shouldn't cause a safety car or any VSC here. We're going to continue racing with our 18 drivers, and that's going to move Broken Gorilla up 1 position up into 18 now, as Vintage runs 17, MX is runs 16, Matty Utem in 15, Cruz 14, and Ice Cream in 13, Mikey 12, Joel running 11. That's out of our top 10. For our top 10, we got Walker still leads the race, Cody running 2nd, Nosley in 3rd, Origin 4th, we got DTBF's 5th, Beefy in 6th right now, trying to catch him and get back out front. Jay Prentice 7. Beefy, I think, might be on for driver of the day here today, because he did start all the way down at the back of the grid, and he's up into P6 right now, and he might be finishing in that position. Not sure as yet if he's going to be able to get up maybe 1 or 2 more positions before we get to the end of the race there. We got Jay Prentice running 7, Tichy in 8, Tango 9th. He started at P1, got quite a bit of a messy race, and is now down into P9. Matty Rob running 10th right now. And he's running behind Tango, trying to catch up with him. Tango's not an easy guy to keep up with, of course, though. Oh, and we got DT Bevs getting past Origins. Let's see if Origins is able to come back at him here right now. And has Beefy coming behind him there in 6th. Not sure if Origin and Beefy are going to switch positions here. If random drivers are in communication or not, I'm not sure which one is the faster driver. But if Origins is slower than Beefy, might want to think about letting Beefy, but I'm not sure as yet who's faster between the two of them. But that's going to be on team orders here. We're going to see how that plays out, as we have both Renault coming up behind DT Bears right now. He's under a lot of pressure. Origin getting a 3-second penalty, trying to chase down Bears right now. Now we still got Beefy there without any penalties, which is something to just keep an eye on. Oh, and Walker gets another 3-second penalty now. Has 6 seconds of penalty as Beefy goes by his teammate up into P5 now. And it's definitely going to be trying to get up into P4. Let's see if he's going to be able to do this. Beefy might be on for a podium finish here, especially without any penalties. If he does continue this way, he has about 9 to 10 seconds between himself and P3. But of course that doesn't matter, because I think a lot of penalties are going to bring drivers down, and Beefy might be moving up if he can keep going in this race without any penalties. And just 4 drivers remain without any penalties in this race. That's going to be Knowsley, Beefy, Tango, and Brokerella down at the back there in 18. So let's have a look. Origin seems to be falling back just a bit. Not sure if he has any damage or just maybe having some problems with the car here today. Oh, and we got Beefy trying to get past DTBS. Goes up into P4 now and seems to have gotten it done. Those soft tires are definitely working for him. We just get about 5 laps remaining in this race to go, and not a lot of time to gain as much positions as you can, as Beefy is working his way back up the field here right now. Started down all the way down at the back. He has 9.5 seconds behind himself and the guy running in P3. That's Knowsley there. So Knowsley is now in the pits, and we got Walker still leading 5 seconds ahead of Kohi there now. This will be interesting with Beefy now moves up into P3. DTBS moves up P4. Origin P5. Knowsley's probably going to be out in P6 there, I think. Beefy now 11.1 seconds behind Kohi. He stands a very good chance of getting P2 in this race, and might actually even get the win for it if the penalties between Walker and Kohi do add up and actually moves past the 11 seconds that's there. Actually, it's going to be about 15 seconds. So I think Beefy has a little bit more work to do. If he can get past Kohi and get up at least 5 seconds behind Walker, I think definitely he stands a chance of winning this race. And with that, he started all the way down at the back. So that's going to be pretty impressive if he actually pulls that off here. So we're going to keep an eye on him as this continues to go. I think the closest gap we have is Tichy right now, chasing down Jay Prentice down there in 7th and 8th. So let's see what's going to happen with them. I just want to keep an eye on the gap between Kohi and Beefy there. 11.5 seconds it is right now. Let's see who's faster between those two. Racing Point is going to have to work extra hard with Kohi there to try and keep Beefy behind at the moment. And Beefy is going to have to just try and break that gap down as fast as he can. He has just about 3.5 laps remaining in this race, so not a lot of time for him to get up there. DT Bevs, of course, still under a second behind Beefy there. He's running P4 at the moment. A lot of penalties handed out during this race, so we're going to see how those penalties affect the positions as we come down to the end of it. Ice Streams gets a 3-second penalty there now. Tichy getting very close to Jay Prentice here now, trying to decrease the gap as fast as he can. Someone's disconnected somewhere down there. I think that's Origin running in P6. He's disconnected from the session, and his car is driving purely by AI, which is not going to be helpful for him, as we have Jay Prentice getting past him, and so is going to be Tichy getting past, getting up into P7 there now. So that is one position up for them. Of course, Origin not having a good race there, falling down the order. He has Tango behind him, who's about to get past there as well. He needs to get back connected to his car right now, as we're close to the end of the race, and stuff like this just does happen. We got Joel out of the race. Not sure what happened to him. Trying to have a look if this car is on track anyway, which I don't see at the moment, so I'm not sure what happened to Joe's race. So we got Jay Prentice and Tichy and Tango very close together now, all chasing each other. Beefy is now just about 11.3 seconds behind Cole. He's gained a few tenths, but not more than a second as yet. He's going to have to just work at that a little bit more. I hope Cole makes some sort of mistake here, because he's now just about 2.5 laps away to the end of this race, as we just entered into lap 26 now, just about a few seconds ago. And that's quite interesting. We've had that error before. Now, I'm highly doubting we'll be able to get back on here with that sort of error happening, but we're going to give this a try. Alright guys, it seems we're getting back on. I'm quite surprised actually. I didn't expect that we would actually get back on the session. The last time we had that sort of error, session no longer exists. We were not able to get back on without restarting the entire PS4. So hopefully get back on properly here right now to actually catch the end of the race, which I think we're about to get. And there we go, we're back on. Let's see what's changed, as we still got Tango chasing down Tichy there, I think. We're going to have a look at that in just a second. Let's see what's happening here right now. We're on lap 27 going now. We're going to get into lap 28 pretty shortly. There's 2 laps remaining in this race right now, as Tango, Tichy, and I think Nosley are all getting into it here right now, chasing down each other. I'm trying to wait for the gap to come back, so we can have a look at how close Beefy is to Cole here up in front there. Let's see where they are on track. Actually, I think Beefy is very close to Kohi here. Oh, yes, he is. I think Kohi was disconnected for a second there. Let's have a look. He is disconnected here right now. So Beefy is gaining some time off of him. Definitely getting up there. And let's see if he's going to be able to get past in the next lap here. Got Tango getting very close to Tichy there in P6. And there goes Beefy up into P2. Now he's going to be chasing down Walker. He is a bit away from Walker though. Not too far. Maybe just a few seconds behind right now. Let's go back down here and see what's happening with Tango and Tichy. They're still chasing each other down. Jay Prentice in 5th, sorry. Tichy in 6th and Tango in 7th. Now moving up into 6th, taking the inside. We got Tichy might be trying to come back at him. Let's have a look at that. No, he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to have to stick it there for now, as Maddie UTM gets a 3-second penalty there. Tango is going to try and get up into 5th here now if he can. We got 17 seconds though between Walker and Beefy out in front. So a lot of time there. So I guess Beefy will be able to keep the lead of the race and keep the race win alive here, because I don't think he has more than 17 seconds of penalties. We got Tichy, Jay Prentice, and Tango all getting into it right now. Let's see who comes out of this one in alive, actually, because we got maybe some minor contact happening between these guys here, as Tango takes away P5 right now. Jay Prentice in 6th, Tichy in 7th. Ice Cream gets a penalty there. Oh, and we got Jay Prentice going back at Tango right now. Might try to outbreak him into this corner, and let's see if he does. Takes a longer way around. Has to stick it in 6th though, I think. And Walker takes the race win there. P1 for him. Let's see. I think he holds it, because Beefy's going to come across the line for P2. I think definitely Walker's able to keep that. With the lead he extended Surprisingly, he is able to keep the race win here as Beefy takes P2. We got DTBF taking P3. We got Koei coming around. Still disconnected from his car now. He's going to be taking P4. Losing out due to that disconnection here actually. Tango coming across. Let's see. He should be taking P5. We got some positions changing here right now. DTBF stays P3. J Prentice goes P4. Tichy up to P5. Koei goes down P6. Tango goes 7. Matty Rub goes 8. Nosley is coming around. He goes up to 8. Matty Rub goes down to 9th. And Mikey should come across for 10th. He's about 15 seconds behind. So definitely should be getting that 10th place. And does get it. Origins comes around. He should be getting 11th here. I think he's disconnected still here as well. A lot of disconnections happening in this session. iStream coming around for 12. We got MX coming for 13. Had a horrible start to this race. And we got 14 from Maddie UTM here. And I think Cruz should get 15th with Vintage and 16. Bro Gorilla 17. Joel DNF. And Scooby has a DNF here as well. 2 drivers did not finish. 17 drivers finished the race. Still an excellent finish to the United States Grand Prix. And actually a really good battle between a lot of drivers in the race. So I got to say overall a really great race for the afternoon. And let's see, just make sure our leaderboard, final leaderboard as it looks. And then, driver day does go to Beefy with all of those positions gained. Getting all the way up there into P2. A really good race from him. Walker did an excellent job extending his lead out front to keep the race win for himself there. And a win for Williams, and let's see how it goes. So Walker taking pole position, only had 2 penalties. Beefy though, no penalties in the race. Started all the way to the back, got all the way up into P2. DTBF's P3. We got J Prentice in P4, Tichy P5, Koi P6. We got Tango 7 taking the fastest lap of the race. Nosley P8, Maddie Rob in P9, Mikey P10, Origin 11, iStream 12, MX in 13. We got Maddie UTM 14, Cruz 15, we got Vintage in 16, Bro Gorilla 17, Joel 18, Scooby in 19. And that is it, guys, for the United States Grand Prix. Excellent race from the guys this afternoon. Can't say we didn't enjoy that. So thank you guys for joining us for the session. And that is all for this afternoon, guys. Thank you.